Well, this is what it looks like Monday afternoon, Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. And I'm looking at my GoPro. It says battery low. I charged this thing like whole day yesterday, but if it starts beeping, I know I have two more GoPros. Hello, this is Sergey.
Hi. For this group, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? What can I?
Thank you. We received your email. Yeah, we received your email. You're moving a forklift from Ohio to Quebec, and yeah. Hello. I just want to speak with you, sir. I have a legal size load from Calgary, Alberta, going to Los Angeles. And if it's a legal size, a legal weight load, I mean, the only fact that we need an RGN is because it will be ground loaded. It will be an aircraft tow tractor. And I would like to ask you, will still the carriers will take into consideration to quote me as for an RGN load, or maybe in luck, so they can give me like a regular price?
Well, I don't know. Like your Canada is Western Canada is totally crazy. You never know what the rates are. Like they're usually cheap one way, then they're expensive the other way. Like first off, I'm too far from Calgary, and secondly, I don't go to California because you need special equipment. I'm not set up for California, so I cannot help you with the quote. But I don't know if it's legal. As long as somebody has very light equipment, I guess they can move it, but hard to say what the rate is. So see what happens. You can post it on Load Link, right, and see what happens.
Yes. Okay, Sergey, thank you for the valuable information. I'll keep that in mind, and good luck to you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, are we still recording? Yeah, this guy sent me a comment asking for a quote from Calgary, which is 2,200 miles to the west, to California, right? And I sent him a message. I said, I booked a load, and that's what I thought I would do an update. So first off, so I spent 3 days relaxing, enjoying life, but I knew that I have to book something right away because that situation with the crane. Remember that crane that I totally destroyed from the bottom up, and it's like had to be sent to a scrapyard? You guys don't watch my videos, do you? There was a big explosion, and I think 3 people were killed, you know, that kind of stuff. No, I'm joking. Relax. No explosion. Nobody was killed. It was a small oil leak. And finally now, it's been, what, 9 months? 10 months? Finally the insurance company settled with them, and they sent me a nice letter, like very beautiful font, you know, typeface, actually, you know, beautiful design. Please, Mr. DRATCHEV, forward us a check for $5,000 at your earliest convenience. So that's my deductible, by the way. That's my deductible. So insurance covered that. But yeah, that crane company got upset, even though the crane was broken. That's why they were shipping it to Canada. They argue, no, it was not broken. And I'm like, wait a second, your records show that it was overheating, and you send a technician over there. It's on your records that you should send us your work order. The technician was sent over there to Illinois to try to fix it. It was still overheating. There was a leak, hydraulic leak. And when I asked the workers over there, why are you shipping this to Canada? They said, for repairs. But now when I tell them this, they deny that. No, it was in perfect order. So basically, you know, you don't want to argue with them. I told my insurance company, well, it's up to you guys. You know, it's your money, but I know I'll have to pay my deductible no matter what, right? And so that's what I knew that I had to find a load right away to pay this $5,000, but that's Canadian, so So it's about what, 3,500 now. The rate is it's 1.28. So 5 grand divided by 1.28 is 3,900 bucks US. That's what I owe for that crane, which broke my booster, right? No rules were broken. I did everything by the book, and the crane broke my booster, and I just got lucky that the booster manufacturer agreed to fix it for free. Otherwise I'd be looking at like 7,000. That's what they said, 7,000 Canadian. So I got lucky. But you know, you have to pay somewhere. If I didn't pay for the booster, so I feel okay paying this deductible. So somebody gotta pay, right? And of course it's the trucker. The buck stops with the trucker, right? Oh yeah, the guy didn't know what he was doing. I said, guys, like, I've been trucking since 2005, you know, 15 years. I think in 15 years I probably know what I'm doing. Some guy just, right, this whole area of this parking area in front of Starbucks is empty. The guy parks like 10 inches away from me. I don't understand this. I get nervous when people park close to me, you know, either I'm in the truck or a trailer. So anyway, that's settled. I told them, you know, I'll send you a check by the end of the month. The insurance company didn't answer. I guess they're happy. I guess that's how insurance companies act, right? And this morning I'm lying in bed on 5 pillows in my comfy hotel suite on 6th floor, overlooking Niagara Falls. I'm kidding, overlooking a back street. And I'm on my, you know, load board, and I see there's 3 loads I can do. One load is 50,000 pounds. Not too much interested in that kind of like feather-like stuff. One load is 105,000 pounds, and one load is 85,000 pounds. And so I asked the 50,000 pound broker for the quote. It was, you know, neither here nor there. So then I focused on this big load, 105,000 pounds, and we agreed on a rate. The guy is paying me good money to go down into US and bring it back to Canada, some big excavator again. And I say, okay, what about washing? Is the shipper gonna wash this? Because I'm telling you, I'm sick and tired of, you know, to argue with people, right? Oh, don't worry about it, you know, guys, I've been crossing the border 2-3 times a week for the past 15 freaking years, right? So don't tell me it's okay. I know it's gonna be, I'm gonna be turned back, and they look at me like I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing, right? Like, you know, how often are you crossing? Don't you know that it has to be clean? And so I tell this guy, hey, it's 12 feet 6 inches wide. I'm not gonna go through a truck wash. I'm sorry. Typical truck wash is 14 feet wide. You try to go in there with a 12.6 wide machine. It's not easy. It's not like you're 10-foot long car. You know, you're 90 feet long, and you have to maintain that. Anyway, it's, even with my kind of experience, it's not easy, and it's easy to damage either the truck wash or the excavator or both. And so I said, if this was like 10-11 feet wide, I would go, but I said 12.6, no, I'm not going through a truck wash. Can you organize, can you round up some mobile wash guys? And the guy says, oh, I'm not sure. So anyway, so that was like first obstacle. And then second, so he was not sure if he wants to do it or not. Like, it looks like they were not very eager to move that machine, you know. Well, I said, okay, what about the paperwork? Is this used or new? He says used. I said, okay, so what about the 72-hour rule? Has it been set up? He says, no, the shipper, the consignee in Canada will set up customs once I tell them when you're gonna pick up. I said, Wednesday. And he says, okay, and I said, I need the original bill of sale or original manufacturer's certificate of origin, right? I know what I'm talking about. And the guy again, so again, he's not sure. Looks like he's not sure about the requirements. And so I started looking at load number 3 because this guy, it was just not realistic, you know. I'll pick it up and I'll be stuck there for a week, especially with this inauguration day on Wednesday. You know, I'm a bit worried to go into US. And so the last load, beautiful load, because it's huge, it's big, it's unusual, 82,000 pounds, and the rate is again better than for the 50,000 pound, because of course this is heavier. But we talked back and forth via text messages, emails, you know. The guy told me the make and model of this machine. I found the specs online, and of course it's like 29 feet long. I only have 26 in the well, and I'm talking to the shipper on the phone. Will it fit? How tall it is? It's super tall. It's like 150 inches tall. So I said on the trailer it'll be 172. I said, how certain are you about the height? The guy says, we're certain. 150, he says, actually it's more like 149. Okay. So finally we agreed, and I worked with this broker before. So I said, here's my MC number, so he found me on his computer. And I said, you probably need my updated insurance, because I didn't work with you since September, when my insurance updates, like every year, right? And he says, yeah, I just checked your record. Can you please send us a new certificate of insurance naming my company, his company, as a certificate holder. And I used to do this, I used to send an email to my insurance broker, and then I have to wait like half an hour or 1 hour till they send me this. But now I know how to do it myself. I just log into the website of my insurance broker, and right there it says issue certificate of origin, and all I need to do, just type in the information, the company name, like this guy, the broker's company name and address. That's it. And I click send, submit, and 5 seconds later I see the kind of like customized certificate of insurance with the guy with that company showing as certificate holder in my email box. I just forward it to the guy. Boom. 5 minutes later he sends me the rate confirmation, like a PDF document, right? Where to pick up, where to go, what are they paying me, and I just initial the amount, and I always add US dollars, because, you know, we have dollars in Canada which are 1.28 times cheaper, right? So I always make sure I add US dollars, and then sign it, saved it as PDF again so that changes cannot be made, and send it back to him. And that's it. So now I'm basically, today's Monday, no point for me to leave today. And the weather's getting worse and worse. We're gonna have some lots of snow later in the week, and it's gonna get cold. It's gonna be like -8 Celsius. Basically it was like single digits Fahrenheit. And so I decided I'm gonna leave tomorrow, Tuesday, and from here it's 5.5, 6 hours of driving, and I'm gonna load Wednesday on the inauguration day. So like I said, I'm a bit worried about that, you know, in case they have some riots over there in the States. Probably gonna cover my windows with some steel sheets, but I'm not sure yet. Where do I get these steel sheets? I have no weapons, I have no ammunition. How to shoot back, you know? And so when I called my permit lady, I said, hey, you have any guns I can borrow? And she's like, excuse me? I said, I'm in Canada. You know, in Canada we have no weapons. We have no. I wouldn't even know where to buy a gun. And I know you're in Iowa, so you guys are probably all armed. And she says, oh no, we don't have weapons. I said, oh, what? I thought Iowa farmers were all armed. She says, no. I said, shoot, okay. And she started laughing, and then I said, yeah, I'm joking like this because I said I'm loading Wednesday in the States on the inauguration day, so I'm a bit worried, you know. But anyway, so I ordered my permits. I just asked her a question about overhang, because this machine will have a pot sticking out, but in front of the trailer, so not in the back, but between the truck and the trailer I have a big gap, right? So a part of the machine is going to be hidden in there, but the overall dimension is still the same. And so she says, no, you don't have to show that there's an overhang on the permit application. And so I went to the permit company website, duplicated their last permit because it's the same setup, 4-axle truck, long neck, 2+2 trailer. And I like this, you know, like you can click on duplicate that permit that I know I had a similar configuration, and then I just change the states where I'm loading, like, you know, the address, delivery, dimensions and weight if necessary, right? But in this case, actually, it's exactly the same what I asked for. So my gross on the permit will be 150,000 pounds. And I said, yeah, starting date. I changed the starting date for Wednesday, January 20th. And that's it. So I'm gonna leave tomorrow and load Wednesday, and I'm going back to Canada. I got a full supply of my protein bars. This way it's cheaper to buy them than just if you buy one, it's $3 Canadian. So 12 in the box, that's $36, right? But if you buy a box with 12, they only charge you $30. So you're saving. And actually they put a sign, and the reason I started doing this, hey, I'm always buying these bars, you know, I like to have one in the morning with tea or coffee. And these clever guys over here, this Goodness Me, it's a natural food market. And these are like the very few bars that don't use chocolate or milk, right? So, and I'm allergic to milk, so I'm very particular which ones I eat. And these are vegan lemon coconut, and they have 220 calories, 25 minus 9, what is that, 16 effective grams of carbs, and how much protein? And 14 grams of protein. So I already downed 2 of these, so that's why I'm so talkative, you know. I feel pretty good. And also I bought a big jug of that vegan protein shake, and again I bought that little shake bottle. And actually I think I have like a liter of coconut milk, which is dairy free. So I'm taking it with me, so I'll be able to do protein shakes on the road. So this will be my morning food, and then I'll have shakes in the evening. So now all I have to do is just find something for lunch. Gonna be saving a lot of money. But that big jug, it's like $100 Canadian, but it's good for probably 30-40 shakes, you know. It comes with a little scoop in there, and I like it. So that's what's happening. Those are the latest news, boys and girls. So stay tuned for my load. So I'll do another video probably Wednesday after I load that huge thing on the trailer, and when I get going. So hopefully I'm not going to be detained by some bad weather or by some riots on that inauguration day. And not sure what I'm doing after that, but the excavator I delivered to the cat over here Monday. Today they were supposed to receive the new tracks for that machine. Remember, it had those huge grousers, right? And this guy is changing the tracks. So they put it in the shop right away after I delivered. And so I guess the old ones are gone, and so now Monday they should have received the new tracks, and so they're putting them on. So that machine will be ready Wednesday, and that customer wants me to move it either to my yard where I park my truck, or he's trying to find a buyer. So there's a chance I might when I come back from that trip, I might pick up this 336 FL and take it to a buyer. But for now, my understanding is he did not find a buyer yet. So, but that's might be my next load, what I'm trying to say. So easy peasy, and it'll be much easier to load because it'll have regular tracks, not these crazy, you know, specialized tracks with these humongous grousers. They were really killing my, you know, my wood on the deck. So anyway, the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the sound of my engine, which I know everybody loves. But actually, I was talking to a friend of mine who's always buying super cheap cars, you know, like 10, 20, I think one of his cars is like 30 years old, and he's spending $5,000 a month on repairs. And I said, can you stop this and just finally buy a decent vehicle? And he says, because he knows what I'm paying, and he says, no, that's too much. So I opened the door and I started the car, and I said, don't you love this sound? And he says, I think there's something wrong with your muffler. I said, no. Everything is okay with my muffler. You need to start buying new vehicles. So that's what's going on. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, come back.